Did you know that there's different types or qualities of S3X that you can be having? Some of it fulfilling, some of it spiritually advancing, and some of it degrading, negative for you. I'm going to share with you in this video the 3 types of S3X and how you can make sure you protect yourself from the negative forms of S3X and have a powerful, healthy sexual life. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula, and I help men master their S3X energy so you can unleash your masculine power. No matter what type of S3X you're having, it's good to know how to control your ejaculation so that you can last longer, be a better lover, and set yourself up for higher experiences both in and outside the bedroom. So make sure you go and take the free ejaculation control guide. The link is in the description. There are 3 types of S3X you can engage in, and I'm going to relate them to 3 different modes of material nature. So in the world, everything is in a certain mode. And once you can see life through these modes, it's very easy to see what's beneficial or what's not beneficial, what's useful, and how to engage with everything you're interacting with, including S3X. So there are 3 modes of material nature. The Sanskrit word, so in the yogic path, we talk about the tamas, rajas, and sattvik. Tamas means the mode of ignorance or darkness. So what is the mode of ignorance when it comes to our S3X energy? First of all, masturbation and pornography. That's total ignorance because it's not even S3X. S3X includes at least one other person, okay? Someone else has to be involved for it to be classified as actual S3X. So S3X, masturbation and porn is not you having S3X. That's you self-pleasing, self-pleasure. And that's not the way nature designed. So it's complete ignorance. But then the first form of S3X that you can have that's still in the tamas mode or the mode of ignorance is what we'll call obligation S3X. What is that? That's when your wife goes, all right, fine, let's do it tonight. She's not into it. She doesn't want to do it. She's not turned on by you. She might even be kind of repulsed by you. Maybe she's like, maybe you're feeling that in your marriage or your relationship. Like, man, she doesn't want it. She's not engaged. She doesn't, you feel like you're begging for it. And so she does it out of obligation. It feels kind of like you're using her as a masturbation tool. You have no real sense of love or connection. You're not really thinking about her pleasure or the way that she feels, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. You just simply need to bust a nut. And she says, fine, go ahead. You know, maybe she just starfishes it. You know what I mean? She just lays there, right? You kind of do your thing and then it's over. And when it's over, how you definitely know if it was in the mode of ignorance is that you just completely are depleted of energy. You may even feel unsatisfied. Like now you need to go watch porn to try to get actually stimulated. She's not feeling satisfied. You feel depleted in your energy. So you don't feel more connected to her. You might even feel a little bit repulsed after. You might not say it, but you know what I'm talking about, where you're kind of like, oh, well, that wasn't satisfying and I'm not really even attracted to her. And now your mind is straying about the girl you saw at the gym or the cute girl that you work with or all the Instagram models that you filled your mind with. That is the symptom of S3X in the mode of ignorance. And both men and women can experience this. Most marriages, relationships, and hookup culture is in this mode. You're using and exploiting each other, and there's no energy exchange. You just need to get off, and that's the person that's going to help you do it. And once it's done, it's done. You don't even want to talk. Maybe you just want to roll over and go to sleep. This type of S3X is detrimental to marriages, it's detrimental to relationships, it's detrimental to your own health and energetic system. It's literally depleting you of your life force, and it's depleting you of your vira, which is your strength, your masculine power. What you want to do is you want to move up the scale. So the next form of S3X that we can have is in the Registic Passion. This is generally what's shown in pornography, carnal sex, right? It's like, oh yeah, I want it. She wants it. She's like, you come home and she's already naked type of thing, right? She's like, I need you to take me now. It's where the fantasies live. It's where hey, can you dress up and wear this for me tonight? All that kind of cool stuff that you're interested in, right? Let's be real, you're interested in it. That's all living in the mode of Rajas. Some of it is tamas as well, or ignorance, but the main energy, we can say, it's very hot, passionate, right? It's it's good. It's what we generally in this modern culture will consider good S3X. It's better than the tamas, the ignorance mode, because that is just completely like disconnected. Here, there's some connection. Here there's pleasure. There's an exchange of energy. Normally there's a back and forth, of pleasuring each other and wanting to be with each other. You kind of forget everything else is going on. You're just in that moment and you're with your partner. This is generally good for relationships that need to have some libido, some life injected to them. Relationships that have become stale, disconnected, the responsibility of the kids, the responsibility of the bills. Sometimes, like, anybody will know, like, just after a good carnal session, you're just like, yeah, all right, that feels better. Sometimes it's like it feels healing, like you just got rid of some anxiousness, some worries, right? It kind of loosens you up. It puts you back into the registic mode, or the mode of getting things done, wanting to provide, wanting to produce. So there's some benefit there to that type of S3X. This only happens, though, men generally want this, and women also like this, but women only like this when the mood is right and they have to be turned on by you. If you are failing at life, if you are addicted, full of vice, if you are all over in your emotions, if she doesn't feel safe around you, remember, the first thing that a woman wants and needs is to feel safe. If she doesn't feel safe around you, if you're not providing stability, she's not going to have that carnal lust for you. Always remember this: trust equals lust in a woman's eyes, in the context of word. Trust equals lust. If she sees that you're thirsty for S3X, you're depleted of it, you're begging for it, you're not getting things done, you're not being the masculine man, you haven't unleashed your masculine power, she's not going to be lusty for you, because unconsciously she doesn't trust you. So largely this type of carnal, passionate S3X, this very lusty type of S3X, only happens after you as a man have unleashed your masculine power, you're on task, you're building your business, or you're advancing in your career, you're getting your workouts in, or you're in shape. You're showing all the signs that you're a great provider, protector. You've conquered laziness. You've conquered lethargy. You've conquered apathy. You've conquered your depressions and your negative mindset. You are now a man of action, and that is going to be very attractive. Now, the third type is in the sattvic mode. The sattvic mode is the mode of goodness. It has a different quality to it. It's peaceful. And this is what we'll call sacred sexuality. Sacred sexuality is when you can actually have, or tantric sex, is when you actually have a deeper connection other than physical. You're now connecting emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. This can actually be very healing. This is S3X when you're in love. This is X3X when you're intimate. This is vulnerability. This is more slow. I have a method called Kareza that I teach. It's not my method. It is a method, but I teach it called Kareza. It is where it's much slower, eye contact, lots of touching, intimacy, love is exchanged. It's very easy to have non-ejaculatory sex and non-ejaculatory orgasms as men with this type of sex. And for women, It's a healing experience. It can get them off. They can experience multiple orgasms, but it's not even about orgasm. That's the beauty of this S3X. It's not about it. It's about connection. It's about intimacy. It's about spending time together. It's about exchanging love. When you're finished this type of S3X, you want to hang out together. You're friends. You're connected. You've built a bond with each other that lasts way beyond the bedroom. This is where you become better people. This is where you become strong families. This is where you become a strong couple for your kids. This is where you literally shift your who you are at a core. You don't just get off. You have a change of heart, a change of experience with this type of S3X. This type of sacred sexuality is so important for our world right now in the midst of porn culture and the over-sexualization of everything. This type of sexuality is going to bring closeness and intimacy both in and outside the bedroom so that you can have a strong family life, so you can feel motivated. When you're done this type of S3X, not only do you feel more vibrant and energetic and closer to your partner, there is a similar spiritual experience that happens where you, because you're satisfied, your lust has been taken care of, you have room now to experience love and higher spiritual truths. I really encourage you to move up these platforms of S3X expression and experience S3X on all of its levels. Because once you get a higher taste, maybe first having that carnal S3X, then moving it up to sacred S3X, you're moving closer and closer to spiritual truths, peace, prosperity, abundance, good health, good relationships, a good life. And men, when we lead a good life, we're better husbands, we're better fathers, we're better businessmen, we're better builders and architects, and we're better leaders. And that's what our society needs right now. Our society is crumbling, and it's crumbling not from the wars, not from economic policies. Those are all reflections of where we're at in our consciousness. We're crumbling inside of the family core. Too much disconnection, too much Netflix, too much social media, too much drugs and alcohol, not enough intimacy, not enough love, not enough connection, not enough responsibility. Let's get back to that. And not only are you going to benefit, and everybody connected to you is going to benefit, the world benefits. So if you're ready to experience the higher levels of S3X, then make sure you go take the free ejaculation control guide, because that's the starting point of the sexual alchemy training that I teach. And from there, you'll get introduced to deeper S3X alchemy teachings, some practices that you can use in your own life, and how to really master your own energy and unleash your masculine power. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, get notified. I'll see you in the next video.